Live from FedEx Forum and the American Home Shield Studio, this is The Odds Couple, presented by WinBet on GrindCityMedia.com. Here's Rob Fisher and Lang Whitaker.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to The Odds Couple. It is week 22 of the football season. Week 22 of The Odds Couple. We've got NFL playoffs to talk about. We've got a big Niners win to talk about. We've got a big Dallas. Oh, my goodness, Dallas. We got that to talk about. Plus, we got all the action coming up this weekend to talk about here on this edition of The Odds Couple. I'm Rob Fisher.
Single on fish.
Single on fish.
Single.
Now we're going to widen out a little.
Yeah.
And welcome in
Double on
Lang Whitaker. Hello, Lang. How are you, man?
I'm well. How are you guys? Week 22.
Week 22 of this program. Yeah, how about that?
Well, it's actually like
season
3
of the season.
4?
Yeah.
What? No.
Week 22 of this season of The Odds Couple.
But this is season 3 at least of the Odds Couple? Yeah.
Well, we're getting up there. We're getting up there with episodes.
Yeah.
We've made it, I think, as long as...
We got to figure out when's our 100th
the
episode.
NBC show Manifest. I think. I don't know. That might only have 2 seasons. We might have made it longer than them.
I think we did.
Is that the one on Netflix now?
If we can only make it as long as Caroline in the City.
That's the goal of everybody, I think.
Yeah.
How are you, John Roser?
I'm great, man. Got a dub.
Yeah.
Got a big dub over the weekend. I'm happy.
Just like you called it. You told us.
On those picks. Yeah, my picks said it all.
Yeah.
My pick said it all. Little upset with you, Fish.
Why?
Because because you're just like you are fishy.
Roser's got it out for everybody, though.
You are
He's been
fishy.
upset with
He's been
multiple
upset with
people
me since
today.
I walked
it's
in
not just
today.
you. He's been upset with Kimball. He's been upset with lots of people today.
You are fishy.
Why?
Fishy.
What did I do?
Last week, what's he wearing?
I don't remember.
Oh, the Arizona Cardinals.
Oh, yeah.
Or the Fraudnals, as they really are, and I've been calling them that all year, and it proved to be true. And Fraudler Murray, as their I can't believe we lost to that crap team twice. But now you're coming in here wearing Chiefs gear. What are you going to wear Titans gear next week if they win?
He's a Chiefs guy, though.
Yeah,
He's
I'm
been a Chiefs fan.
guy.
Well, he was a Cardinals guy last week.
I'm a Cardinals fan, too. They're my NFC team.
What you
I
are-
can have 2 teams.
What you are is full of baloney and buffoonery.
I should have worn a Falcons shirt.
That's at least real.
What?
You're a Falcons
I
fan.
grew up a Cardinals fan.
He grew up in Missouri,
In
right?
St. Louis,
Yeah.
the St. Louis Cardinals, go Big Red fan, had season tickets, used to go with my dad all
He's
the
a
time.
season ticket holder.
Season
Roser.
ticket holder. And
Yeah,
then,
right.
then they moved to Arizona, and I became a season ticket holder of the Chiefs.
It's the same team.
So those are my 2 teams. One's in the AFC, one's in the NFC. If they played each other in the Super Bowl, I don't know what I would do. But they're my 2 teams.
All I heard was
He totally
season-
forgot the Cardinals used to be insane.
No, I knew that. All I heard was season tickets to the Cardinals and to the Chiefs, and you might as well just say I was rich.
No, that wasn't the case. But yeah, so those are my 2.
that's
And,
okay.
and I root for the Titans. So yeah, next week might have a Titans jersey
It's,
on.
it's okay. Y'all are
You want to
losing.
mix it up a little bit.
Mix
It's
it
okay.
up.
Y'all are losing this week, so it's all right.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Go
we'll
Buffalo.
See. Go Buffalo. What'd
That
you
is-
learn this week?
Nothing.
Nothing.
I learned that I thought Bill Belichick and the Pats were going to figure out something. I was like, it's cold. It's inclement conditions. This is a Bill Belichick special. And then they just got drilled. I just kept thinking, wouldn't it be funny if he fired his son as the defensive coordinator?
Yeah, it would be fun.
I mean, they got pants, basically. They just got killed by the Bills. And you're like, well, who do you blame? Because most teams would probably fire your defensive coordinator at that point, right?
Yeah.
But he's not going to fire his son, I don't think.
You wouldn't think so.
I was going to say we learned that the 7th playoff team
There we
was
go.
totally a money grab, but we kind of knew that already.
Yeah.
So I really can't go with that.
How about that the NFL playoffs were worse than the college playoffs?
Yeah, I would say that other than the 49ers Cowboys game, but like it, I would say Dallas, because I had not realized that, and maybe it's just because when you play the NFC East, like how bad those teams are, like I for real have never seen a more talented team that is so undisciplined. Like, you know, like Vernon complains to me, like we gave you extended drives because of penalties. But I'm like, bro, you led the league in penalties. This is what you do. Like, y'all are undisciplined all the time, and we are a disciplined team that plays a physical style. Like I mean, the fact that Mike McCarthy is not fired yet is unbelievable to me. And Aaron Rodgers also learned Aaron Rodgers' Super Bowl win should count for 2 or 3 because he did it with Mike McCarthy. It really should.
But we all knew Mike McCarthy wasn't a great coach, right?
Yeah, and the fact that they went 6-9-1 in his final season in Green Bay with a full year of Aaron Rodgers is ridiculous. Like, people like clamoring over Matt LaFleur. Matt LaFleur is a fine coach. Matt LaFleur has Aaron Rodgers. Like, that's why they're awesome. Yeah. Take Aaron Rodgers off that team and put an average quarterback there, and Matt LaFleur is not going to look amazing.
Yeah. I think I also learned coaching-wise, Cliff Kingsbury. Goodness.
Yeah, he sucks.
But I mean, Lance has been beating that drum all year.
I know.
Did you see the whole numbers on him? Every season?
Since
2013. If you go, it's like lost 5 of last 7, lost 6 of last 8, lost 5 of last 6, lost 4 of last 6. It's like every year. Going back to his college coaching years. It's
unbelievable.
So people figure him out.
They all fall apart at the end of the season.
And he can't adjust.
And Fraudler Murray is a fraud.
Well,
maybe.
It helps that that's his name.
It is. I mean, Fraudler Murray playing for the Arizona Fraudnals.
AFC playoffs this week. Cincinnati Bengals, they advanced, and good for the Bengals. This is a cute little story, right? This is fun, and they're fun. They're young. Joe Burrow's Joe Cool, and Jamar Chase is awesome, and they're fun. And this is a good little story. Good to see the Bengals, right?
Absolutely. I think. I wish I had that. I saw it. Last time Bengals won a playoff game, I think it was like Madonna had like the #1 song in the country.
I think it was, 31 years ago? Isn't that what it was?
It was, yeah.
Yeah, a long time. But that was good. And it turned out to be a good finish, which was fun because the Raiders kind of were fun, I guess, down the stretch of the season and kind of made it interesting. They made that game interesting, but good for the Bengals.
For a team that had its coach fired because of a racism scandal in the middle of the season.
That's weird.
The Raiders had some weird things this year.
Well, they became fun after the racism and the murder and all of that. Yeah.
So this is the last time the Bengals won a playoff game. So let's see. Whitney Houston did the national anthem at the Super Bowl that year.
Yeah.
New
Memorable.
Kids on the Block performed.
Yeah.
At halftime that they did not air live. The front page of the Cincinnati Enquirer, the big picture was Bengals thrash Houston 41-14, but then like the story right above that is Hussein readies for war. U.S. rules out any meetings after Geneva. That tells you anything.
I don't know. It feels in some ways like the Bengals just kind of got stuck in that time period. You know, the same uniforms. I think they're in the same stadium, aren't they? It feels like things haven't changed a lot for them, and now all of a sudden, flash forward, and now they're actually kind of good. Yeah. Except Joe Burrow with the pink glasses. That bothered me in the post game.
They call him Burr.
Yeah. Joe Burrow. Are you surprised at the line this week? 3.5?
I mean, you want me to be perfectly honest? I don't give a crap about that game.
I'm not shocked.
I don't care about the Titans and the Bengals.
Why not?
It just doesn't interest me. The Titans are boring as hell. I don't think they're good.
Why? That's all I've heard all week. They're not contenders. They're not good.
I've had money on the Titans for like 2 months now to make it to the Super Bowl.
You look at the odds. They're the sixth out of 18. No. They're the #1 seed in the AFC.
And they just got Derrick
everybody
Henry
tells
back.
me how bad they are.
I don't think it's not that they're. I do think they're not good without Derrick Henry. So it depends on to me how Derrick Henry looks. I watched them. I was there in Nashville. That was all us just falling apart. Like, they're not that good. Because I don't think we're amazing. I don't think the 49ers are amazing. And we freaking lined up and dominated them. And then Jimmy tore the ligament in his hand in the second quarter and then couldn't throw the ball at all the rest of the game and started throwing it to the other team. I just don't see it with them. Now, if Henry is awesome, then yes, they can.
Well, he did say this week, they said, how's your foot? And he said, the only difference in my 2 feet is the one that was repaired has a huge steel plate in it now. It sounds kind of cool.
Sure.
You know? Like, hopefully.
Superman.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
That makes him like an X-Man.
Yeah. like I don't know. It makes me. I think the line should be a little higher for the Titans.
Yeah.
Got to do with a steel plate in his foot.
Yeah, and if you're the Bengals, you're playing with house money. Like,
Yeah,
you got your playoff win. But go in there and just,
Yeah.
but I don't feel like they're the kind of team that can be like, hey, we're playing with house money. Let's be loose. Let's do different. Like they kind of are what they are. They're too
Yeah.
young to like to
know any better.
they don't know
Yeah.
any better. Yeah, they're kind of like the Grizzlies in a way. Like,
Yeah.
they're these young dudes. They don't know any better.
Yeah. Mike Vrabel, he's got his team as the top seed in the AFC. They had the bye last week. Here's Vrabel on getting that number 1 seed and what comes with it.
They don't give you a hat or T-shirt for anything like that, but we understand that, we're in the Elite Eight. We've moved on to the second round of the playoffs, so without having to play the playoff game, we have to take advantage of the time. We have to be great as coaches. We have to be great in our training staff, our physical therapy, strength and conditioning. Allow these guys to get some time off, but also heal and then get to work.
There you go, Mike Vrabel. You don't get a T-shirt for the number 1 seed.
Well, yeah, you actually do. Like, they do
Yeah,
make those.
don't they make it-
Yeah, they do make those. So you just sound like a total meathead, Mike
there you
Vrabel.
go. Yeah.
What do you think he is?
Tennis.
Meathead Mike.
I mean, he is meathead.
Titans are favored by 3.5. Total in this game is 47. Titans are 0-4-1 against the spread their last 5 home playoff games. They're 1-5 against the spread their last 6 against the AFC North. 1-4 against the spread their last 5 in January. Cincinnati, meanwhile, they've covered their last 5 games. They're 6-1 their last 7 on the road against the spread. 4-0 against the spread against the Titans in their last 4 meetings. They've covered 4 of the last 5 in Nashville as well. And the underdog has covered 4 of the last 5 meetings, which I guess that means Cincinnati was the dog in all 5 of those games. So Cincinnati, according to the trends, the way to go in this game.
I still think the bet is Titans to win the AFC because if they beat Cincinnati, and maybe you can do that without having to ride Derrick Henry into the ground, then you kind of get him loosened up. You get another week. You're at home next week against whoever wins, Buffalo, KC.
Well, if you, the play here is if you do have those bets,
Yeah.
multiple bets on Tennessee to win the AFC or whatever,
I do.
you bet Cincinnati. You hedge it. Like, you just throw a little. Don't throw all of
Sure.
it, but throw a little bit to where if you win, cool. You at least hedge a little bit, and if you lose, well, no harm done because you still got Tennessee to win the AFC.
Right.
I mean, that's what you do the rest of the way. You just bet against the Titans.
them, yeah.
Zach Taylor, head coach of the Bengals, talks about his team advancing.
Happy for the city. I think the city can finally exhale. I get that. If we feel like we're on top of our game, we can beat any team in this league. We're not afraid of anybody. This team's got a ton of confidence. We always know it's going to be difficult. Whoever we play next, it's going to be a great team. But our guys don't worry about that. We feel like we can put pressure on teams as well. We can be aggressive. Teams have to worry about us.
There you go. Team's got to worry about them. As far
Damn
as,
right. That's what I like. We're going
right.
to do what we do. They're
That's
going
right.
to worry about trying to stop us.
Good old Zach Taylor.
Zach Taylor and the Zach Taylor band.
Could you point him out of a lineup?
No,
Yeah,
not
me
a chance.
I mean, he could be sitting on my lap, and I wouldn't know who he is.
No.
I would also think, who's the coolest athlete to ever come out of Cincinnati? Sorry, Rosa. Is it who's the coolest athlete to ever come out of Cincinnati? Deion Sanders played there. I was thinking maybe Deion, Icky Woods.
Barry Larkin.
He was pretty cool.
Icky
I don't know.
Woods.
There haven't been a ton of like cool Cincinnati.
Boomer.
Ocho Cinco.
Boomer
Come
wasn't
on.
cool.
Ocho
Ocho
Cinco.
Cinco,
Yeah.
yeah.
Ocho Cinco. Or, shout out since we do a lot of SEC, the great Carl Pickens, Tennessee Vol great. Yeah, shout out to Carl Pickens.
Shout out Carl
doesn't,
Pickens.
Him and Herman Moore, 2 90s receivers, don't get enough love.
Don't get the love they deserve.
Yeah.
As far as the total is concerned, 47 for the Titans and the Bengals. Tennessee, their last 4 games at home have gone under. 5 of their last 6 as a home favorite have gone under. And Cincinnati, last 4 they've played on Saturday have gone under. So
Man.
the under trend as well. Then you have the Bills and the Chiefs.
Oh!
The Buffalo.
My bad.
it sounded perfect.
They,
It was great.
it really did. We got new computers and it actually hit it, and it remember the noise.
The timing was
It
impeccable.
really
It sounded like
was.
you ate a cell phone and farted.
It really was amazing.
Bills in the Chiefs in what many believe is the game of the weekend. Bills, I mean, coming off that great game last week, you know, you always look at the postseason and teams playing their best. And if there were two teams last week that you look at to say, wow, maybe they're playing their best, it would be the Bills and the Rams.
Yeah.
And the Bills threw a perfect game against the New England Patriots last week.
They were awesome. Because, again, like the weather, there's so much weird stuff in that game. And you think, oh, the Patriots, they have the institutional knowledge to figure this out and get through. And they looked totally lost. With the Chiefs last week, I kept waiting to see if like the same problems would pop up that happened in the Super Bowl last year, where like they couldn't block, where they just looked out of it. And they had a couple of errors, but not enough to like slow them down really at all.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that's the only game that I told you I was really confident in last week was Buffalo.
Yeah.
It's the only one I was really confident in were the Bills beating the Patriots. I just thought on the road, Mac Jones' first playoff game, he hadn't been as good on the road as he has been at home. I thought, when Buffalo lost that first one to New England in the snow, how it was, they came back the second time and they hammered them. And I thought they might do it again, and they did. I know it was going to be 7 drives, 7 touchdowns.
Right.
But I thought, Buffalo probably will win this one pretty easy. And they did, because I think when you go take it back to the Tennessee thing, I think the reason some of the Tennessee stuff gets brought up is because, Fish, who do you think? If you had to rank these 3 in order, whatever order, Titans, Chiefs, Bills, would
Titans are 3?
I think you would.
Yeah.
I think most people
You'd have
would.
Bills in Kansas City, one or the other, one
because
and two.
the position we look at the most is the quarterback position. For how awesome Derrick Henry is, you look at the quarterback position, and you would go Mahomes, Allen, Tannehill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's why I tend to think like it's whoever wins this game is going to be. These two are the favorites to come out of the. These might be the 2 best teams in the entire league. They really might be. I know Green Bay had a great record, but
Yeah.
But Tampa's down, guys. They got a bunch of injuries. Like this could be,
Yeah.
the
Well,
Super Bowl. It's like in the 90s when it was like 49ers Cowboys or Cowboys Packers or something. It was kind of like, okay, whichever one wins that's going to win the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
yeah. Here's Josh Allen, quarterback of the Bills, after their big win last week over the Patriots.
I think we just had a really good week of practice. We were locked in up front. We communicated well. Again, 0 sacks this week. I don't know if that's maybe 4 weeks in a row. Our line is playing fantastic. They're talking to each other well. Motor's running the ball hard. And then you see what our defense does. They force some turnovers early on, especially. Got off to a fast start. And we just put it together today. And it felt really good. And now we got to find a way to go do it next week.
Got to find a way.
Yeah, got to find a way.
Sounded like a kid got hurt during that.
That was my son.
Oh.
He's okay.
He didn't get hurt?
No,
okay, that's the next question.
He was yelling at Pythor on the on the one of the Lego movies.
Oh, that was the puppy.
Oh.
That was the puppy.
No. How's my puppy?
Yeah, how's the puppy?
Big.
Yeah. Stormy.
Yeah. Doesn't
Big.
realize how big he is.
Yeah, that's the
Still a baby who doesn't know how big he is.
No, my mom's got a rescue. She's fostering a rescue. He's like a pit bull lab mix. He's 2 years old, and he's just a freaking muscle.
Yeah.
And he tries to climb on her, and my mom's in her 70s and like sit right on her. She's like, get off of me. Yeah.
Here are the trends. Chiefs 1.5, 2.5. It's kind of fluctuating between 1.5 and 2.5. Chiefs are favored over the Bills at Arrowhead this weekend. Chiefs just 2-4 against the spread. Their last 6 games that they've played in January. Their last 6 games have gone over here. Buffalo, meanwhile, they've covered 4 of their last 5 games, going 4-0-1. 5 of their last 7 against the AFC West. Head-to-head, the road team is 9-3. Against the spread the last 12 meetings between the Chiefs and the Bills. Bills have covered 6 of the last 8 in Kansas City, and 4 of the last 5 meetings in Kansas City have all gone over the total.
Okay.
There you go. Some trends on that one.
Yeah.
Let's hear from Travis Kelce. Travis Kelce, tight end for my Chiefs. Yeah, my Chiefs. Travis Kelce following the Steelers win.
That's a great coach team, and on top of that, they got a great group of guys. They fly around. Cam Hayward, big TJ Watt. Those guys are the best in the league when it comes to defensive linemen. And, we just we had to make sure that we played together and we made plays. We started off a little slow, but found our momentum there in the second quarter and didn't look back. We know we got a great Buffalo Bills team coming in. And, they played us great the time before, so we got to make sure that we go to work this week so we're ready.
Shut your ass up.
What's wrong with Travis Kelce?
Roasters on one today, man.
Super Bowl odds right now with the 8 teams left. Packers are the favorite at plus 350. Then you have the Chiefs and the Bills. Chiefs at plus 400. Bills are at plus 500. Buccaneers at plus 550. Rams plus 700. Then you have the AFC's number 1 seed, the Tennessee Titans, plus 850. 49ers plus 1,100. And the Bengals plus 1,300. Where's the best value in there? If you've got the Titans going to the Super Bowl, why not take the plus 80, right?
Yeah. Well, the other thought I had was why don't you just, if you think the 2 best teams are the Chiefs and the Bills, just take both of them.
Yeah.
And then one of them's going to make it out after this week, and you just ride them all the way, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's a fair thing.
I think mine would be the Rams at plus 700. If the Rams are what they were last week, I mean, that's what they're supposed to be.
But that's what we don't know because they played the Fraudinals. When's the last time you saw a quarterback look that shook in a playoff game?
It was awful.
He was rad. He was shook. He didn't. It was like I remember that Monday night game where the Jets played the Patriots and Sam Darnold was on the bench and they caught him saying
about the ghosts.
I've seen ghosts out there. Like they're everywhere. Like that's what Kyler Murray looked like.
But didn't also when's the last time have you seen Matt Stafford look that good? He's never that good. All of a sudden he looks like
he looked like that the first 4 games of the season. He looked like it the first 4 games of the season, and then it just kind of.
That's what terrifies me. To think of betting Matt Stafford against Tom Brady.
I can't do it.
Yeah, and they already beat Tampa once this year. And they acted like they won the freaking Super Bowl when they beat them. But Tampa's down so many guys, man. They lost 2 or 3 offensive linemen. They lost Antonio Brown. They don't have Godwin. They don't have Fournette. And the Eagles suck. Now, it's a good thing they beat the crap out of them, though. It was not a close game.
Right. Yeah. Right. All right, let's take a break here on the Odds Couple. We'll come back. We'll hear from Jerry Jones.
Yes.
Why? He's a loser.
because he's
just
a loser.
We lost.
We'll find out whose fault it was. We'll do that when we return. We'll talk about the NFC matchups as well. And coming up later here on the show, we got our picks for week 2. Yes. Picks. After I went a perfect 5-0 last week.
You did, Fish. That's you just might want to stop making picks because that's probably never happening
help
again
the syndicate.
It was a big jump for me.
I had a 4-1.
You sure did.
Yeah.
You sure did. So here we come. Syndicate. Big start for the NFL playoffs.
In the NFL.
That's right. We'll be back here on the Odds Couple on Grind City Media.
WynnBET, the official sportsbook partner of the Memphis Grizzlies, is Tennessee's premier digital sports betting app. They're bringing you the action of real money sports betting right in the palm of your hand with some of the best odds in the game. From boosted parlays to live in-game odds on every major sport, they have what you need to win. Sign up today and use the promo code GRIZ400, GRIZZ 400, and after placing your first $5 wager, you'll receive $400 to bet with. There's no better way to enjoy basketball than with some extra winnings in your pocket to use for all your favorite bets. And be sure to check out the WynnBET Lounge at FedEx Forum the next time you're around to catch the Grizzlies. Betting is a team sport. Join the WynnBET team and bet with the best. Must be physically located in Tennessee and 21 years of age or older to participate. If you or someone you know needs assistance with a gambling problem, call the Tennessee Red Line at 1-800-889-9789.
Grizz fans, the official Grizzlies mobile app is your key to the game. It's an all-in-one experience updated with even more functionality. You can keep track of a team with news, social media, the schedule, stats, and the standings. And you can log into Grind City Media to watch and listen live to streaming content like The Chris Vernon Show and Rise and Grind. You can check out Grind City Media articles, videos, podcasts, and GCM talent. See what's going on right here at FedEx Forum with our concert and event calendar. Plus, you can find detailed information on seating and concessions with arena maps. You can take the app into FedEx Forum as your mobile wallet, use it as your ticket to the game for Grizz Den mobile pickup, and as contact-free payment for arena concessions. The official Grizzlies mobile app, your key to the game.
HBCU Huddle with me, CJ Hurt, and Mike Wallace has all of your HBCU football, sports, and culture needs covered. We discuss the hottest stories weekly across the black college sports landscape, including the SWAC, MEAC, Tennessee State, Lane, Lemoyne-Owen, and all the black colleges in between. New episodes drop every Thursday, and you can stay connected with the latest stories and discussions about your favorite HBCU by going to grindcitymedia.com, selecting the podcast folder, and clicking on the HBCU Huddle tab. HBCU Huddle is a spot for all your black college sports and culture needs.
Welcome back to grindcitymedia.com, live from FedEx Forum and the American Home Shield Studio. Now, here's more of the Odds Couple, Rob Fisher and Lang Whitaker, presented by WinBet.
Hey, Grizz Nation, don't miss the next installment of the coziest giveaway of the season. Saturday, January 29th, when the Grizzlies battle the Washington Wizards at 7 p.m. The first 3,000 will receive Grizzlies tech suit pants. They're fantastic. They're warm, too, and they're cozy. You can rock the full set today. Call 901-888-HOOP or click Grizzlies.com to secure your tickets today and get that tech suit. Dallas Cowboys. Oh, my goodness. Just to end that way.
Yeah.
Just in Cowboys fashion.
You know, we hired Coach McCarthy, and anyways.
Whoops.
You know, Daiquiri needs to be a better quarterback.
Daiquiri.
We hold everybody accountable here. That's not even a good Jerry Jones.
It's not bad,
It wasn't
though.
bad,
It's not
yeah.
bad. It's not bad. It's not bad.
Go Hogs.
Let's hear from Jerry Fowler. Of course, he has his press conference after the loss to the Niners.
Yeah.
Well, I think this is a time that when you get this combination of players together, you need to have success, because we all know how it goes in the NFL. The whole thing is set up to take away from the best and add to the ones that need improvement. And personnel-wise, I think we have one of the best.
When was the last time you were this disappointed after a loss?
I can't remember.
Oh, man, I love
That's a
that
tough
so
question,
much.
though. That was a great question because there's no good
It would have
answer
been great
for
if
it.
he said, "Oh, there have been so many."
Why did you say every time? When's the last time you're this? I'm always pissed off. When
Yeah,
we
I love that Vernon telling me that, you know, if Kyle Shanahan wins this weekend against Green Bay, his head coaching record gets to 500 for total. And I'm like, yeah, but, like, you know, a couple of those years they were bad because his quarterback was Brian Hoyer, Nick Mullins, and C.J. Beathard.
Oh, my.
and Matt Ryan,
who he turned into an MVP.
Yeah.
But here is the other thing, too. Kyle Shanahan has as many postseason wins as 49ers head coach as the Cowboys do in all of the last 25 years. Pretty fun.
People are loving the Cowboys.
I was never even going to say. I
failures.
wasn't going to say anything to him until he started talking crazy to me.
yeah, right. You were
so-
not going to say
so
anything.
now-
Because you knew he was gonna talk
we know.
crazy to you.
We
So-
know you were
so-
planning on
so-
just taking it, just being the bigger man.
Yeah, I
being
was. I totally
magnanimous.
was. I totally was.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't
Yeah,
that
right.
confident in my team. But his team is a disgrace. Like, they are the Cowboys, how they play is an abomination.
I know
it's like everything from, like, I thought Dak was better than that. Now, we were in his face all game.
Why'd you think better than what?
We were in his face all game. But, like, it was pretty simple. Troy Aikman said it. They said, like, they're just playing off of CD Lamb the entire time, and, like, they're just begging you, dude, just throw, like, 5-yard curls, 8-yard curls.
but he can't
throw it to
throw
him
those.
all
Yeah.
day. And, like, they never did it. They just kept trying to want to get CD Lamb downfield. It's like, this is basic stuff that, like, the quarterback should audible out of.
I
And
know
be like, hey, we're going to
it
do
gets
this.
sensationalized and memed and all that stuff, but that running play with no
It's
timeouts.
disgusting, yeah. The fact that Kellen Moore calls that and then
Yeah.
it makes it through Mike McCarthy down to the field is
And shouldn't Dak know that, like, all right, if we're going to run this and I'm going to slide, I can't run 20 yards. I can maybe run 10 yards and slide.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
Yes.
Everybody's to blame on that.
Yeah.
Yes, everybody is.
That was a travesty.
And then he said it was okay to go after the refs.
Yeah,
Dak
and-
said
yeah,
after the game.
And like Cowboys fans saying that, well, they still should have had time to down the ball. Like, no, that's not.
Yeah,
Okay,
no.
and Cowboys fans, let's remember, too, you still had to, on the next play, had to throw a 20-yard touchdown.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
still would have had to have thrown a touchdown pass. Yeah.
So the odds were not good. that
And,
was gonna
and
happen
the only
anyway.
reason you had that chance is because, well, one, it drives me nuts. We can get into how we play. I mean, it's
Yeah.
freaking, we play so conservative at times. Kicking the field goal on 4th and 1 in the first half when we're freaking driving the ball down their throats. Like, dude, why are we kicking a field goal? We literally have Deebo Samuel, the ultimate Swiss Army knife in all of the NFL. Like, they can't stop him. Just toss him the ball.
Speaking of, did you see today Deebo Samuel said that he's created his own position,
Yeah.
wide back.
Yeah, wide back.
The wide back.
Yeah.
The wide back, yeah.
I felt a similar kinship to the.
Yeah.
I've had a wide back many times in my life too, and
it doesn't make you millions of dollars.
No, he's managed to parlay
it makes you want to get on a treadmill.
Yeah, it makes me just eat salad for lunch.
All right, so this week, man, you got the Packers on the road.
Yeah, on the road. We can beat Green Bay. I was more nervous about Dallas than this, and maybe it's because at this point it is, like I've already said, like with Cincinnati, when it's kind of house money, like, all right, like we were 3-point favorites last week and we won. Now we're 5.5, 6-point underdog, or we were 3.5 underdogs last week. Now we're 5.5, 6-point underdogs this week. Like, we're not supposed to win. We're kind of banged up, but it appears Bosa and Warner are both going to play. Bosa practiced yesterday. Warner said on his own Twitter that he's going to play. So he says the ankle's fine. I would bet they probably shoot it up.
How's Jimmy G?
Said he threw the ball well. I mean, as well as he can throw it. You know,
The thing that scares me is the Shanahan thing, because, and you talked about being conservative.
He does that crap, and he gets
28-3, man.
Yeah,
that's how the Falcons got in that mess, was being conservative.
And and it is one of these things with him. He is. It's like some of these coaches have a hard time. I've heard this being talked about. They said like they have a hard time like figuring out how to win the game. Like they are so good at scheming, like in drawing up plays and calling plays. Like they are awesome at that. But then you got to get to the end of the game and what do we do here? Now, I love the call against Dallas when they ran that reverse to Debo. I thought Debo got the first down.
Yeah.
I know they said he was like half an inch short. I thought he still had the first down, and the game should have been over. So, but I love that kind of call. That was, no, we're just going to get this first down. We're going to try to win. We're going to put the ball in the hands of our best players and try to get it.
Yeah.
But here's it. Aaron Rodgers is 0-3 in his career in the playoffs against the 49ers. We've beaten them 3 straight times. Once in Green Bay, 2 in San Francisco.
When was the last one?
The last one was 2 years ago, the NFC Championship. The other 2 were when Kaepernick was the quarterback. So, but it's going to be 2 degrees. I think that the weather, helps us. We're a physical team. We play a physical, hammer you style. So, that, playing in cold weather's good.
It'll be interesting.
We just got to hold on to the ball.
Aaron Rodgers, quarterback for the Green Bay Packers, is so good and talks about his team having the home field advantage.
It's a bigger advantage with our crowd, bigger advantage even than that with our weather. So we're gonna make the most of it. We're gonna have a good week of practice outside this week. It's been really cold. The wind chill was -8 yesterday. So we're gonna embrace the next 3 days out at practice and enjoy that. And we played the NFC West this year, so have a lot of familiarity there. We'll be ready for it.
You think Rodgers will have an antidote for the cold?
Yeah, he does. Yeah.
I mean, they'll he's he is way scarier than Daiquiri Prescott.
Yeah,
I know his name's Dakota. He's Daiquiri to me because he took an L. He's way more terrifying. And the truth is, he is right. Green Bay is a real home field advantage. Let's be honest. You saw when they saw the videos all over Twitter of that stadium opening last week in Dallas. 49ers fans everywhere. Yeah. It was an invasion in that stadium. Visiting fans can take over that stadium in Dallas. You can't take over Lambeau Field.
Yeah. As far as the total is concerned, 47.5. Green Bay, their last 4 playoff home games have all gone over. Their last 5 against NFC opponents have all gone over. Their last 7 playoff games total have all gone over. Their last 4 as a playoff favorite have all gone over as well. Meanwhile, San Francisco, their last 5 against the NFC North has gone 4 of their last 5. I'm sorry. Their last 5 against the NFC North have all gone over. Head-to-head, Packers and the Niners, 4 of their last 5 meetings, over, and 4 of their last 5 at Lambeau, over. Over 47.5, just saying. Here's Jimmy G talking about the tight win over the Cowboys.
I think whenever you got battle at the end like that, that's what it shows a real team, shows, you look guys in the eyes and see who's in that moment ready for it. It's just going to do us well down the road. It's not going to be easy going into Lambeau. We know it's going to be a tough challenge for us, but we're ready for it.
Not a baby.
Yeah.
San Francisco's covered 5 of their last 6 games, 5 of their last 6 against NFC opponents. They are 6-1 against the spread, their last 7 as an underdog, and they have covered their last 8 games in January.
Oh!
And they're getting 6.
It just hit
Go
me.
Niners!
It just hit me that Niners Cowboys and now Niners Packers is like the most perfect Madden tribute.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah. Very good. Very good. All right, so there you go. Some of the trends on that game. We got one more to cover in the NFC. The Rams and
talk about Tom Brady.
The Bucs.
Nobody likes Tom Brady.
Well, we'll hear from Tom Brady when we come back, and also the other quarterback, Matt Stafford. Woo! What a matchup. Woo. We'll take a break here on the Odds Couple. Week 22. Then we got our picks coming up as well. Yes. That's coming up. This is the Odds Couple on Grind City Media.
WynnBET, the official sportsbook partner of the Memphis Grizzlies, is Tennessee's premier digital sports betting app. They're bringing you the action of real money sports betting right in the palm of your hand with some of the best odds in the game. From boosted parlays to live in-game odds on every major sport, they have what you need to win. Sign up today and use the promo code GRIZ400, G-R-I-Z-Z 400, and after placing your first $5 wager, you'll receive $400 to bet with. There's no better way to enjoy basketball than with some extra winnings in your pocket to use for all your favorite bets. And be sure to check out the WynnBET Lounge at FedEx Forum the next time you're around to catch the Grizzlies. Betting is a team sport. Join the WynnBET team and bet with the best. Must be physically located in Tennessee and 21 years of age or older to participate. If you or someone you know needs assistance with a gambling problem, call the Tennessee Red Line at 1-800-889-9789.
Let's transition into our favorite all-time six-man.
This one was fun to do.
Okay, let's go.
Number 1, Manu Ginobili.
There's like a move that he brought to the NBA that is still done today, the Euro step. Like
There you
that's
go.
Manu. That without Manu, we have no Euro step.
Join Lang Whitaker and me, Kelsey Ray Johnson, every Thursday as we debate the hottest topics in the NBA. IMHO on grindcitymedia.com, YouTube, and our social channels.
You know who you've got to get on and talk Rick and Morty? He could defeat any human being in Rick and Morty trivia. Anybody. I watched somebody give him trivia questions, and I'm talking like specific moments of specific episodes, and he just, bam. You know who it is? Jared Jackson Jr.
The Chris Vernon Show, live weekdays at noon on grindcitymedia.com or wherever you get your podcast.
Lincoln Riley will be the new head coach at USC.
So you're happy, you're excited.
I'm thrilled. I got the hat on. I'm ready to roll. USC is back.
It does put a lot of pressure on Lincoln Riley because now the expectations are you're not rebuilding. Not at all. No. Now it's, I would say, in my personal opinion, it's college football playoff in the next 2 to 3 years.
Rise and Grind with Jessica and Megan. Live daily at 8 a.m. on grindcitymedia.com. Welcome back to grindcitymedia.com, live from FedEx Forum and the American Home Shield Studio. Now, here's more of the Odds Couple, Rob Fisher and Lang Whitaker, presented by WynnBET.
Grizz Nation, grab the Grizzlies fan favorite Burrito Supreme Combo, and you can score a free taco when you purchase the combo at your local Taco Bell through January 23rd. You'll receive a key tag, good for a free Nacho Cheese Doritos Locos Taco on future visit. So maximize those free tacos and visit Taco Bell today to get your Grizzlies fan favorite, the Burrito Supreme Combo. Key tag available at participating Memphis area Taco Bell locations while supplies last. Welcome back to the Odds Couple. Week 22 of the Odds Couple this season. We got picks coming up here momentarily for this weekend's action in the National Football League. Yeah. We got one other game to talk about. It's the Rams and the Bucs. Again, I think when you talk about teams playing at their best, the Rams, maybe they waited till now to play their best.
No,
they looked great last week.
Yeah, they had one good game. What makes you think they can sustain it, though?
Because they have the best talent in the league.
Yeah, that also makes me think it's not going to last.
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of what scares me, but
everybody last week was like, oh, no, he's back. He never left.
Right.
Where is he? And I was like, well, the fact that it only happens once in a while makes me question it.
Yeah.
You know?
But the Rams are also going up against Tom. And,
Thomas.
and the Super Bowl, defending Super Bowl champion,
The third.
Buccaneers. Here is Tom Brady, TB, following the Eagles win.
I think it's always important to try to get the lead. And, we've done a decent job at that at times. We've clawed our way back too. So I think it's finding different ways to win really good, really important. I'd love to always start fast like that and have a lead like that. So it was a good way for us to start the game. We're going to try to make it happen again next week, whoever we play.
Tomb Brady, according to the graphic.
Tommy Brady.
How long ago was it that the Bengals won a game in the playoffs?
31 years.
91. Yeah.
31 years ago?
91.
Tom Brady was 27 years old when that happened.
Close.
Buccaneers have covered their last 4 playoff games. They've covered 7 of the last 8 as a home favorite, and their last 5 against the NFC West have gone over. They take on a Rams team that was terrific last week as they knocked off the Arizona Cardinals on Monday night. Matthew Stafford.
Matt.
He's the quarterback of the Rams.
Just Matt.
Just Matt Stafford?
Yeah, it's not Matthew.
He got his first career postseason win. And boy, did we throw a party for him. Here's Stafford following that first playoff win.
Feels great. What a team win, right? I mean, our defense played outstanding. Our special teams had huge plays that set up our defense for scores. Our offense did enough to put enough points on the board to win it. Just proud to be a part of this team. Happy to get one, looking for more.
Next up, Tom Brady and the Buccaneers. How do you build on what you were able to do against them back in week 3? I know it was a long time ago.
Yeah, it feels like forever ago. I think they're probably a little bit different team personnel-wise. We are as well. Just going to have to go back, watch that game, figure out ways we can be better. But, it'll be a big challenge for us going on the road to their place against Tom and those guys. Is going to be a big challenge.
There you go. Big challenge against Tom and those guys. Rams 5-2 against the spread in their last 7 games. They've covered 4 of their last 5 against NFC opponents as well. And against the Bucs, head-to-head, the underdog has covered the last 4 meetings between these two teams.
I always joke about nobody likes Tom Brady, da-da-da.
Yeah.
Haven't you guys seen, I'm sure we've all seen, on ESPN, like the relentless corner
Man in the arena?
Man in the arena. Have you talked to anybody who's watched it?
I haven't.
Have you heard anything? Like, the Jordan thing came out, and that's all anybody could talk about for 3 months.
Right, but it was also on ESPN every Sunday in the middle of the pandemic when no live sports were going on.
But if Tom Brady's so popular...
there was literally nothing else to watch sports-wise.
If Tom Brady's so popular and so good, though, like, why don't ESPN put that on?
Well, there's one on Joe Montana, too, on Peacock, and nobody watches it.
Yeah.
Like, it's different because it's on...
But it's wild to me that Tom Brady is widely accepted as the best quarterback of all time.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, easy.
And no one cares about this thing that he's doing.
Yeah, I haven't watched it. But that's because there are live sports on every night. Like, I'm going to watch live sports.
Including Tom Brady.
Tom Brady. Like,
I don't want to watch Tom Brady either. I don't want to watch him play football. And I hope Matt Stafford pulls this
dislike
off.
Tom Brady. I think a lot of people do like Tom Brady.
Nobody
I like Tom
likes
Brady.
I mean, that's the other thing is he left New England. So, like, those people are, all right, screw this guy. We don't want him.
Yeah, they love him.
Yeah.
They love him in Boston.
After last week, maybe.
Beantown, baby.
All right, you ready for picks?
Picks! Yeah.
Yes, let's do picks. I'm going to go ahead and start.
Do it.
Taking the Titans, minus the 3.5 against
Go
the Bengals. I like the under in all 4 games this week, actually. And I put 3 of them up there. And yes, I am taking the Rams. How about this? The last 9 meetings between the Rams and the Bucs, the Rams have covered 8 of the 9. They've covered 5 straight in Tampa as well. I'm taking the Rams. I think they are that team that has hit it at the right moment and playing their best football and finally got it together. I think it carries over. But, God, I'm picking Matthew Stafford against Tom Brady. I would swear I would never do that. But swore I wouldn't pick against Alabama either, and we saw what happened there. So I'm going against Tom Brady. I'm taking the Rams plus the 3. I got Bengals and Titans under 47, Rams and Bucs under the 48.5, and Bills and Chiefs under the 55. Lang?
I'm still sticking with the Titans. I know I'm going all the way to the Super Bowl, and I think they're going to get there. So I'm going to take the Titans this week. I don't like Tom Brady. I'm not dumb enough to pick against him. So I'm sticking with. I'm not calling you dumb, Fish. But
no, it didn't sound like it.
not directly, but I'm taking the Bucs.
Yeah, you pretty much called him dumb.
It was almost directly.
I'm
I
gonna
think
take
the definition of
I just think
directly.
Fish getting crapped on today.
No kid.
Some of us indirectly, some of us more directly.
Yeah.
I'll just take the over in that game, Rams Bucs, and then I got the Cheeks over the Bills minus 1.5.
You call them the Cheeks?
That's what it says on the screen. The Cheeks.
The Cheeks.
And then. And then I'll take the Pack Over the 49ers.
Well, you can go to hell for that one.
Yeah, wow, yeah. Well.
Go ahead and give us CJ's picks if you want.
All right, how about CJ's winners this week? Straight from the
Did he take the 40?
Play
No,
sleigh.
He took the Packers too.
Yeah, he's got the Packers as well. Much to Roser's chagrin. He's got the Titans minus the 3.5, Pack minus the 6 against the Niners, going with the favorite in all 4. Buccaneers minus the 3 against the Rams, and the Chiefs minus the 1.5 against the Bills. Also going over on the Bills and the Chiefs. As I mentioned before, the last 5 meetings between those two teams in Kansas City have all gone over. So the trend's saying the over there, although I'm going with the under. All right,
No, that's CJ. Oh, you?
I'm going
okay.
under.
Yeah.
CJ's going over. Yeah. All right, Roser.
What you got?
Hang on, I got to get all that chalk off me right there from those picks that CJ had. A lot of chalk on me.
That was a lot of chalk.
We're gonna go. We're gonna go
Look at
back
these
to the.
picks.
We're gonna go back to the 49ers. Well, 49ers plus 3.5 in the first half. 49ers plus 6 for the game. 49ers over 9.5 points in the first half. 49ers over 21 points, 20.5 points for the game, and the Buffalo Bills plus 1.5. Plus 2 by the hook.
By the hook. Get
for
the
whatever
2.
reason. Actually, I don't know. If you got to take 1.5, just freaking take them on the money line.
Yeah.
Actually, they could lose a 1-point game. So, you do like that hook there.
Yeah.
If it was plus 1, just freaking do the money line.
Is that the best game of the week?
Yeah, I think that's the two big ones are that one and the 49ers.
But you think 49ers are going to put up some points at least?
I mean, the weather is, but we can.
Even with Jimmy with the hand injury
I think we can do well against Green Bay. They have been ever since they lost that game to them in week 3, I believe, on Sunday Night Football to Green Bay. They've been wanting them again. They've been wanting a chance to play them again. So we'll see.
Careful what you wish for.
I know.
All right.
Aaron Rodgers is not easy to play against.
Phrase that in the form of a question.
Who is not easy to play against?
Aaron Rodgers.
Yes.
Correct. Boy, he's the most boring game show host.
He's the most.
Why that was even thought to be a possibility is beyond me.
Well, the funny part was how earnest he was about it, and he that he studied it and he was ready, and he had watched Alex Trebek tape and all this stuff. And then he came out and he was still like, "Hi, welcome to Jeopardy."
Even the commercial that they do, it's just awful. All right, stick to football, Aaron, where you're very good. I hope he doesn't hear this because then he may call me a bum like he did Hub Arkish this week.
Yeah.
Well, who's Hub Arkish?
Is
that the dude who refused to vote for him?
He won't vote for him because he doesn't like him.
Or because he won't get vaccinated.
Because he won't get vaccinated.
So he refuses to vote for him. Yeah, that guy should lose his vote. Let's be real here.
That is stupid.
Yeah, that's
that is kind of bummish.
Yeah.
All right, that's going to do it for us today. Enjoy the football action this weekend. We thank you for listening. Tune in again next week when we're down to our final 4 in the Shield. For CJ, who wasn't here today, for Roser, for Lang, for Kimball, Jacob, Robbie, I'm Fish. Thanks for joining us. We'll talk to you next week here on the Odds Couple
Shield Studio on GrindCityMedia.com. Tune in next week with Rob Fisher and Lang Whitaker.